Hello everyone, welcome to Kritika Mathur Astrology. Today we will discuss about the position of Mercury planet. We often take Mercury very lightly, but in my experience I have seen that major changes of life come in the period of Mercury, and sometimes when Mercury is not very good in the horoscope, it can be more dangerous than Rahu Ketu. So you know that the all fuss is about Rahu, Ketu, Shani, but we have to really understand the fast moving planets such as Venus and Mercury as well, because they play a very important role in our horoscope, and they also have to be good in our horoscope for us to have a smooth ride. Now let's try and understand what exactly is happening with Mercury. Since past many months Mercury has not been all that well. First it was combust, then it was debilitated, then it's now again going to get combust. So Mercury from the 19th of September until 29 October will be combust. In between that, it is in Virgo only until 10th October. So after 10th October, it will move to the sign of Libra, but it will still be combust until 29th October. Which means again it's a tough ride for Mercury planet. Now Mercury is a very small planet, it gets affected very quickly. Mercury behaves as though the kind of planets that it's sitting with. So if Mercury is sitting with mature planets such as Saturn, it's going to act little bit more maturely. If it's sitting with a friendly planet, a more young youthful planet such as Venus, it is going to behave that way. So Mercury takes shape of whoever it's sitting with, because it is a youthful planet. It is a prince, as we call in the Vedic astrology. It is the Rajkumar of the Graha, which means it's youthful, it's a planet which can easily be influenced by other planets. Mercury being combust is it can be as good or bad as Mercury being retrograde, because we see the areas of Mercury such as education, travel, communication, paperwork, these things will largely be impacted. We will see a lot of news about travel, about flights, aviation, about documentations, about forgery and hidden documentation, things coming in the limelight in media with regards to papers, with regards to contracts, negotiation, deals, offers. These things will come up because Mercury is with Ketu. Now let's understand, Mercury is in Virgo and it is combust. Mercury is with Sun, it's with Ketu, and Moon of course will pass. As we know, Moon is 2.5 days in one zodiac sign, so there will be times when it will be combust with Moon. So Mercury here will impact the communication in general. People will be misunderstanding, people will be having communication problem with the gadgets, problem with the laptops, mobile phones, hitches, glitches while giving presentations on any electronic items. Technical problems will increase, problem with the airways, like I was mentioning about the travels also. Also you will see that there are things related to education which will be highlighted. Also workforce and businesses can be going down right now, and you will see that in general, because Mercury is also with Sun, Mercury will feel inadequate. You may feel that you have some authority and power to thrust upon other people. See, from inside what happens sometimes, if a person is weak from inside, he or she may try and put power or try and suppress other people just to look superior. That is inferiority complex, because they know that they are not that superior until they need to bring someone down in order to prove their superiority. Something like that will happen, because you have that ego and authoritative nature of the planet Sun, but at the same time you have Mercury over there. So you have skills, but you will feel inadequate, you will feel inferior, because of which you will want to show that you're big, where actually you're not really truly inside big. That kind of thing can come when you're trying to portray something which you're not. So all in all, we should not also forget that the planet Mars and Jupiter are putting an aspect on it. Now when I talk about the ascendants, I'm going to count this also. So let's talk about all ascendants one by one, starting from Aries until Pisces. Now before that, we have to note down some dates. So especially from 30th September and 1st October, this is the time when Mercury will be the most combust. So these are the dates where we have to specially be careful of all that what just I mentioned. So other than that, the other dates are also 5 and 6. Now 5th and 6th is a date where Mars aspect on Mercury is the closest. So we see that the Mercury degree and Mars degree are just the same. So those are also the dates where you have to take care especially of accidents, any kind of mishaps. So now let's talk about the ascendants. Let's understand that this is going to be according to the ascendant and the moon sign. So if you do not know what is your ascendant and moon sign, please you can come at the comment box and you can mention what is your place, time, date of birth and full name. I'll be commenting, responding to you what is your ascendant and what is your moon sign, starting from Aries. So let's talk about Aries. For Aries natives, we see that there is a cluster of planets in the 6th house, in the 6th sign of Virgo. So when we talk about Mercury, we have to see Mercury is with Ketu, Mercury is with the Sun, but also there are other things happening such as Jupiter putting an impact on it, Mars putting an impact on it as well. Mars from the sign of Gemini and Jupiter from the sign of Taurus. This Mercury is going to give you such results that you may have some kind of health related problems, especially related to skin and neurological illnesses. Some big decisions related to your job or work will be taken by yourself. You will also see that you will be stuck into a lot of different situations. Some kind of obstacles can come your way. Job and health related things will be more highlighted during this time of Mercury being in the sign of Virgo. And you will also feel that you're a bit inadequate, not that much secure about yourself. Coming to the next sign, and that is Taurus. For Taurus natives, we see the cluster of planets happening in the 5th house, Mercury in Virgo in the 5th house. So progeny is not an option right now. You have to also, if you're a student, don't be having distractions while you are studying. In relationships, you have to be very careful. Avoid starting any new relationship. If you already are in a relationship, try and avoid miscommunication and misunderstandings in the relationship, because these problems can definitely come up. But at the same time, you will be very expressive. You will be very good at writing. So if you're a writer, or if you have to write some dissertation projects, papers, then this is a very good time for that. Coming to the next sign, and that is Gemini. For Gemini natives, have to take care of the family. You should be more close with the family members. Should be more interactive with the family members. If they need you, if they need your time, you must be available for them during this time of Mercury being in the sign of Virgo in the 4th house. And also some kind of discipline is required for you to follow. Try and spend more time with yourself, within yourself, to understand what you really want, because internally you are very confused. So give some time to yourself, see what you truly want with yourself, and take care of your inner self. I would say just fix your emotional body. Coming to the next one, and that is Cancer. For Cancer natives, this transit of Mercury in Virgo being combust with the Sun, with Ketu, aspected by Jupiter, aspected by Mars, is happening in the 3rd house. So you have to take care of your speech. You can definitely get very harsh with your speech, very rude with your speech, irrespective of how the environment is. Take care of your tongue. The other thing is that subconsciously you will feel that you are nowhere, you are standing nowhere, you have a lot of stress, you have a lot of ideas which are not positive ideas, like self-destructive ideas can come up. So spend time alone, be yourself, see what you really want, try to organize your thoughts. Try to always think in a practical rather than emotional way. Anyway, you're a Cancer ascendant, you will be more inclined towards emotional self, but try and bring practicality and logic onto your thoughts, otherwise it can be destructive thoughts. Transportation related issues can be there. If you're trying to sell your house, if you're trying to sell your bike or car, problem with the paperwork, documentation can be there. Coming to the next one, and that is Leo. For Leo natives, this transit is happening in the second house along with Mercury, Sun, Ketu, exalted Mercury but combust Mercury aspected by Jupiter, aspected by Mars. You will make good investments, you will gain through investments, but at the same time there are expenses which are going on hike as well. Things are good. In general, they are very good. Financially, they are good. Relationship wise, they are good. Just take care of your health. Try not to take impulsive decisions. But other than that, your financials, your work, everything will be taken care of. A lot of negotiation, contracts will be there. A lot of work related to these things will be there. And if you don't have a business, you will start thinking of starting a new business. If you already do have a business, then you will try and work towards it. Maybe you will try and find out new ideas, new investors, how to take that particular business to new heights is what you are going to focus on while Mercury is exalted in your second house. Coming to the next one, and that is Virgo. For Virgo natives, you will be very confident, you will be very expressive, you will have huge amount of skill set. If you don't, you will start learning new things during this time. The only thing you have to take care of your arrogance. Don't think that you know everything, you don't need to ask for help, or you don't need anyone's suggestions, guidance, advice. So try and be more humble is what I would recommend you. Mercury is getting exalted in your first house. It's with Ketu, it's with Sun at the same time, it's combust. Beautiful time to enhance your skills, work on yourself, but stay away from self-inflicting ego. Coming to the next one, and that is Libra. For Libra natives, we see that this particular transit is in the 12th house. So Mercury is exalted in the 12th house. It's combust. It's with Sun and Ketu, aspected by Jupiter from Taurus and Mars from Gemini. So subconscious mind is very strong. You will have a lot of different new ideas that you want to implement, a lot of imaginary things. Imagination is very, very active for you. So you should trust your imagination, but also be very practical. Don't try to be in your own world. You will be isolated for sure, but whatever ideas you get, try to see if those can be practically implemented or not, because if they can be practically implemented and it is just through the intuition that you got those ideas, or while sleeping you got those ideas, then you must go for them, you must go implement them. Think of it as something blessing from the universe. Coming to the next one, and that is Scorpio. For Scorpio natives, this transit is happening in the 11th house where Mercury is going to be exalted. It's combust at the same time. It's conjunct with Sun and Ketu, aspected by Jupiter in Taurus and Mars in Gemini. Now for you guys, you will have investments, you will want to make new investments as well, but at the same time there will be problem with the relationships, relationship with the colleagues, relationship with the siblings, relationship with the people in general. That is something where you have to work on, because you can be easily misunderstood and easily you can fall into things which are poorly communicated things. But investment wise, finance wise, work wise, things look very good for you, Scorpions. Coming to the next one, and that is Sagittarius. For Sagittarius natives, we see that this transit is in the 10th house. So Mercury is exalted, aspected by Jupiter and Mars in the 10th house. So you had some kind of disinterest at work, you were not feeling all that good, you were not all that satisfied at work, but now you will be satisfied, you will get new projects, you will get new contracts for your work, you will feel more energized towards your work, you will be more interested towards the work, and you will also have a feeling that you need to have some kind of authoritative status and image in society. So you will start taking care of that, you will start taking care of people, how people perceive you, how are you being seen in the society in general. So you want to make an impact in society by all the actions that you do. This is the main thing that you'll focus on. Coming to the next sign, and that is Capricorn. For Capricorn natives, this transit is in the 9th house. You should try and go for a long distance travel, because that's going to give you clarity in your head. You should visit some kind of a pilgrimage, especially Ganesh temple. You must visit. Some kind of problem within the relationships and all is there, but the thing is that you are feeling like nothing is working out, everything is stuck, those kind of feeling. You're feeling restless also. So take long distance travel, and just you will also connect with NGOs, religious institutions, people of a different culture, society, cultural background. You will be highly intellectual. You want to go for higher studies related to these deep subjects, related to culture, related to backgrounds of people. You want to study about the castes, about the different strata of the society, which is very good for you. Sometimes because of the Ketu present right now in your 9th house, you will feel that you are very stuck and you have some rigid belief system. So when you broaden your perspective, when you read a lot, when you meet people more and more, then you realize how small the perception is, because you are just a small part in this big universe. Coming to the next sentence, that is Aquarius. For Aquarius natives, we see that this transit is happening in their 8th house, where Mercury is combusted, at the same time exalted with Sun, with Ketu, aspected by Jupiter and Mars. Now for Aquarius ascendants, what we see is that one thing that will not be very good for you is health, where you have to really work on your health. Other than that, relationships have to be taken care of, especially with your in-laws if you're married. Other than that, investments will give you huge returns. This is the time when you can definitely go for investments, and you will get good returns. And you will also see that some kind of support is there with you. With whatever you do, there's some kind of luck that is favoring you. You need to take care of your relations and your health. Other than that, things look fine, just fine for you. Coming to the next sign, and that is Pisces. For Pisces ascendant people, we see that you will be more interactive with your spouse and partner. You will want to have debate, communication, conversations with your partner, which is a great thing too. But at the same time, you will be a little bit detached also. Means you want to talk, you want to clear out all the problems which have been happening, all the miscommunications which have been happening with your spouse, with your partner, even business partners. But you don't want to be too much involved. You don't still trust that person, so you want to have a bit of distance, but still clear the things, clear the issues. The warmth in the relationship is missing, and it's a good time for traveling, for making contracts, for making negotiations. That's all from my side. I will be soon back with another video, and stay tuned to Kritika Mathur Astrology. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already subscribed, and tap the bell to get regular notifications. Thank you so much for watching.